And he doesn't want any more screwballs in there. I mean, after all this holy war and all this craziness on this planet, would you let any psychopath, God-hating Satan worshiper in your house? Well, no. And he doesn't want it to happen again. He wants us to have peace. And we are going to have peace. And we are going to go to heaven. And we are also going to live on this planet for 1,000 years and reign with Jesus for 1,000 years. I get all that stuff confused. And these Christians, they really do argue too much about the rapture and a lot of other things in the Bible. I mean, just, don't worry about all that. Jeez Louise. It really is disappointing that I can prove in any court with the right lawyer and the evidence that I have that there's no such thing as a virus. I can prove it in any court in the world. In the Supreme Court, in any court, United Nations Court, court in Nuremberg, any court, the little court in a town with 700 people. Any court you want. We can make a courtroom right on the grass here, and I can prove it. I can, it's ridiculous that I scream it every day all over the internet, and I'm suspended from Facebook again for proving it. And I'm one of, 200 people saying it, if that? I mean, people are saying coronavirus is fake, but they're not saying all viruses are fake. I mean, do the complete study, people. But this is not... I don't understand how... This is what frustrates me. And I guess I'm supposed to appreciate it. But it frustrates me, okay? How in the heck is it possible that me, a street kid, I barely went to high school, I have a GED, I can't do math, how can I figure all this out? Yes, I did graduate college, but at 37, I was scared to go to school. I couldn't do math. I'm like, how can there's something wrong with me. I can't even do math. I can't even do algebra. Something wrong with my brain. I thought I had brain damage or something, I did. I thought I had just something wrong with my brain. Well, unknown, and I did. What I had was amnesia. And I bet I couldn't do math because, this would make sense, right? If I had amnesia after getting shot at 17, well, maybe I couldn't remember the math I did when I was 16 and 15 and 14. And maybe that's why when I tried to go to college at Moraine Valley, I couldn't do math. And at night, where did I go first? Yeah, Moraine Valley and then Carbondale. And I couldn't do math at either place. And it intimidated me and frightened me and made me feel stupid and weak. And it made me just confused, and because everyone said how smart I was, and I felt like in some ways I was really smart, but I didn't know in what ways. And I knew it wasn't in math. So maybe it's because I had amnesia. I couldn't remember. And that's very interesting. This is the first time I've ever thought about this. So it's healthy to do these podcasts because I know I had amnesia about discovering Flat Earth by Paw Paw Lake. I know I had amnesia about... I know I can't remember a lot of my childhood, but I didn't know it was amnesia. And now I'm thinking it could have been, and it makes a lot of sense. I thought it was... I just get old, and I was drunk a lot, and I just forgot. No, because I completely forgot Paw Paw Lake. Before the time I got shot. I went to Paw Paw Lake after I went shot, and I can remember some of that. But it's still blurry, but I definitely blame that on alcohol. And I thought alcohol was the reason for... Dude, you gotta go out? I'm so proud of him. He took a big old crap earlier. Did I say that already? I don't know. He's walking down there. Hold on. Let me see if he's got to go to the bathroom. Gotta go out? guess he's good. So I was talking about Florida. I don't know what I was talking about, but moving to Florida, I applied to Florida State. I'm trying to go to Florida. And I don't really want to be here anymore. I don't, I would like to go to Paw Paw Lake and go by the place where I discovered the flat Earth, right by Paw Paw Lake. And I'd like to see Shaylin, and I'd like her to be my guide and just talk to her. But I guess we're never going to talk, and my family won't talk to me. Most of my friends, they'll never talk to me again. So the town I live in, the economy's bad. It's oppressive here. It's cold as hell in the winter. I don't want to be here. So I was thinking, as soon as Deuce dies, just hitchhike down south, do whatever, just go down south. That's really what I want to do. I don't want to be part of this society. I don't want to, I'm sick of looking for love. I just want to be with God and enjoy the beauty of the world and nature and, not worry about bills. Just find the cheapest place I can live and have my phone and my food stamps and be the most successful loser of all time. I'm a college graduate, a truck driver, a school teacher, a published author, very successful activist. I literally changed the world being an activist, not even exaggerating. So I'm a very successful loser. It's very interesting. The world thinks I'm a huge loser, while I think God's proud of me, and I think my mom's proud of me, and I think Mr. Jake's proud of me, and my dogs are proud of me, and even I'm a little bit proud of me. And I'm pretty hard on myself, so if I'm proud of that book, and I'm proud of myself for writing it, and it must be good. And I really know. I just know it's a very, very good book. And, it's sad because I know it can help people. It can help a lot of people. At the end of this month, I'll be at my job for a year. I like my job. It's also sort of a dead-end job. It doesn't have to be, but it kind of is. But mainly I feel like just retiring, like I know I can't afford to retire. Oh, you gotta have money to retire. I don't know. Do you? I mean, I want to retire for a year or two and maybe come back to the workforce, maybe not. Maybe, sell books, maybe not. Maybe sell t-shirts. I don't know. And they just live on the beach and catch fish. I don't know. But I want to retire. And I wish I had a lot of money to retire and go live in a nice, little small house in a unpopulated coastal area of Florida. Yeah, if that's possible. But a secluded area, yeah, a little paradise. But I clearly can't afford that, so what do? Well, maybe you just do it anyway. Maybe you just go to that spot you want to be at and see what happens, right? Trust God and see what happens. That's all I'm doing now anyway, is I'm trusting God, and He's gotten me this far. And God says He makes your dreams come true. Well, maybe he won't. Maybe my dreams of marriage to Shaylin won't come true, or maybe to anyone won't come true, and that's okay. It sure is odd that I have this romantic heart, though, isn't it? I guess that's what poets are about, though. Our hearts overwhelm women and they run. Something like that, I don't know. But there's been a lot of broken-hearted poets, hasn't there? Yeah. I honestly, I think a lot of it is exactly what's been happening in my life. They won't let the women go with the poets and the real Christians, and I'm both, and I'm a pirate. They love that about me. They really do. They love that I fought back. You know that? They do. They love it. They hate it, but they love it. And it's the way I fought back. You know, God said the pen is mightier than the sword. Or no. Never mind. Shakespeare isn't God. Shakespeare said the pen is mightier than the sword, right? No, I don't think God said that. Maybe God did say that, though. We'll have to check. But anyway, there's a saying. The pen is mightier than the sword, right? So, what I did was, I started writing and screaming my head off as a tactic that I took directly from two people. I'm not kidding. This was a conscious decision I made because I was a very soft-spoken person, okay, my whole life. But I was so enraged by the evil being done to me that I knew my, calm demeanor and soft voice and just, I just want to be left alone type of person. That wasn't going to work, okay? No one was listening to that guy. And I was mad as hell, and I couldn't be that guy at that time, okay? So, I literally said to myself, I'm not kidding, I said this one night. I said, I'm just going to start screaming like my mom did and Jim Morrison did and see what happens. That's exactly what I told myself. Like my mom and Jim Morrison. Yes. And my mom knew Jim Morrison, so she says. I do know she knew she knew Mama Cass, and she was friends with Janis Joplin briefly, and Liz Taylor, and there's a few more. I know she was a go-go dancer. All this stuff's in my book about my mom. She was precious. She really was. She was a very interesting person. So I sort of feel like they don't let poets get the gal. They don't let the Christian guy get the gal. They create as much confusion as they want, and we're seeing it now. It's an agenda, but it's a very old agenda where they don't want Christian husbands and wives with Christian children. They don't want the family unit, and so they've always been breaking up lovers. They have, and I think they've confused Shaylin. And they've confused me, and they've made me think she's some demon at times, and I think she thinks I'm a demon at times. And it's because I think because there's demons in the way.